Well, we're in Austin right now, dreaming of renovating our house in Amboise.
I'll be going back in 2 weeks.
I'll be here for another 6 weeks. Ooh.
Salut.
We're Beth,
And Patrick.
and we're moving to France. We're transforming an old townhouse into our home and an artsy event space.
So come on along.
So we're here in the kitchen. We thought you might want to see it. Some people in the comments were wanting to see more about our life in Austin, our house, stuff like that. So here's your first peek of our kitchen. We're here in our kitchen because we're going to talk to you about what we're doing for our Amboise kitchen. I've been planning that and already even bought a stove, which is really exciting because it's really cute. It's a really cool color. So I ordered it and it won't be shipped till like mid-May, but that's because I wanted this particular one. So can you guess what color it is?
Chocolate brown.
It's not chocolate brown. If you guessed a white stove, you'd be wrong. It's not white. Here's a little peek into my brain. I'll give you a better look at this kitchen. So this is our current stove. It's a nice, cute 50s retro mint green. Cabinets are mint green. Our fridge has pink panel on the bottom and then some white ones on the top. Green tile, green cabinets, pink toaster. So I really like color. You won't see any neutrals really if I'm in charge. Even the dishes are green and pink and black and white mostly. Vanna, show us the toaster. Show us the toaster. Got a pink toaster, super cute. So, I've mentioned I like green and pink, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We had this room renovated a couple of years ago, built by contractors to my own design, which took it from dark and drab to sunny and cheerful. When I walk into this room now, I feel happy. Athena, Jojo, and Mr. Belvedere are all happy with their parking spots too. This kitchen is just so much easier and more fun to use now. And how can you not smile at an adorable stove like this? This is the appliance that started it all. I picked the stove out first and then designed the room around it, which is also how I'm designing our kitchen in Amboise. Oh yeah, I went off on a tangent there and forgot to show you the new stove for the Amboise house. The answer is this one. Did you guess it? It's aqua blue. Perfect for my plans for the kitchen. Plans that include my second favorite color combo, aqua blue and green. Here are some of the kitchen inspo pics I've been collecting on Pinterest. As you can see, there's a lot of green in my inspo pics. Olive green. Oh, I love an olive green. And combining it with an aqua blue just makes my eyeballs happy. Kelly green. I love this bold graphic floor with it. More on that later. And teal, which is of course blue-green, and I love the way it's combined with a fresh minty green here in the window seating area and the glassware on the top shelf. Green is my favorite color. What can I say? I just think it's the perfect color. It's like the yoga of colors, relaxing and energizing at the same time. Don't be surprised if there's a little touch of green in every single room. But I'll be decorating with a few other colors too. This is my color palette I plan to use throughout the whole house. So for each room, I'll be pulling 2 or 3 colors from this larger group of colors. In addition to greens and blues, I plan to use some warm terracotta orangey pinks and a golden yellow or yellow ochre. I won't be using all of these colors. This is just my mood board. It's a starting point for me to look at different color palettes and see how different colors play together, how they work or don't work, and to look at subtle variations of each color. For instance, look how many teals I have here. I can look at these samples and compare them and figure out if I want a teal with more green in it or one with more blue in it. And I won't be using only the saturated versions of these colors either. That would be too much. our eyes need a break once in a while. So what I often do is use a very pale tint of a color, which means adding a lot of white to it. And that's basically my version of a neutral.
So our kitchen in Amboise won't be like this, a fitted kitchen. It'll be one where we repurpose cabinets and tables and furniture to create the kitchen. So we have 2 large built-in cabinets in Amboise in our kitchen there. So we'll use one for all of our food storage and the other one for all of our dishes. This was the sink that was left here. Eventually we'll be removing it and replacing it with some kind of furniture, something along these lines that has a good worktop and cabinets or shelves.
I want to find another cute little cabinet or a narrow console table like this to put in front of this window. I was inspired by this photo here, but our windows open to the inside, so we won't be able to keep that much stuff in front of them like this. We'll have to keep it clear. But we can still have a countertop and maybe a bit of storage underneath it. I like the idea of utilizing this space in front of the window somehow.
And in this other window, we want to put a comfy bench seat, kind of like a diner seat and table for hanging out, eating in the kitchen, kind of casual dining kind of thing. So we want to put some kind of island in the middle of the kitchen so that everything isn't along the walls. And in the island, we want to put a dishwasher and a sink. But we're not quite sure how we're going to do the plumbing. Obviously, we have to run water to it and the waste pipe. So we're going to have to trench into the floor. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that, but it's definitely doable.
Is it going to be a real pain in the
I think it's going to be a real pain in the kitchen.
Nice. And that brings me to the floor. I'm very excited about the possibilities there. I love patterned cement tile, which has both a historical feel and a very contemporary one. It's been in use for a really long time because it's beautiful and durable, and so that's what we plan to use. In researching this tile, I've learned that there are basically 3 tiers of cement tile. The lowest priced tiles are, of course, the factory-made cement and imitation cement tiles that are available off the shelf at DIY stores. There are some pretty nice options, like these from Leroy Merlin, or Leroy's as we've taken to calling it. They're not bad at all, but they definitely don't have the same amount of variety or customization or the same level of pizzazz as the other tiers. At the higher end, you have stunning tiles from the late 19th to early 20th centuries that are being reclaimed and reused. These gorgeous examples are from the Antique Tile Company, who kindly gave me quotes on these. The prices were very fair for their quality and age and beautiful appearance, but it's just more than we want to spend on this kitchen floor. We love the idea of using old reclaimed tile, but what I've seen so far is quite expensive. Maybe we'll find something locally in France that fits our budget once we're there, but right now I'm limited to online sourcing. So we'll probably go with the middle tier of cement tiles, which are the newly made ones that look very similar to the old ones. There's a really cool company called Mosaic Factory that makes absolutely stunning handmade cement tile with the old techniques, and those are within our budget for this project. You can see videos of how this tile is made on their website, which is super cool. There's an unbelievably vast array of options for colors and patterns, including the option to customize your own. I've spent so much time playing with their online tool for visualizing your own tile. It's so fun. Here's a small sampling of my custom designs. I was trying out colors to go with my new aqua blue stove, of course. I think I've decided that I want the floor to have only a bit of aqua blue or teal, and to be mostly a color that will contrast with the stove like green. But I want it to be darker than this example. I'll probably change my mind 100 more times before ordering any tile though. So that's where we're at right now with the kitchen plans. This room is pretty much a blank canvas, and I can't wait to drop some color on it. I think I want to paint the walls and cabinets two darker shades of the same aqua as the stove, but both a bit darker than the stove. I'm feeling like I want to play with darker colors in this kitchen. It'll still be a really light and cheerful room because of the two huge windows. I also have ideas for turning the adjoining utility room into a sort of faux mudroom / butler's pantry. The boiler system is in the back corner, and I want to screen it from view. There's already a utility sink here, so we can work that into the plan. Maybe change out the sink, but the water hookup's already there. This door leads to the back garden, where we'll be coming and going a lot with dirty work boots, gardening gloves, and stuff like that. Having somewhere convenient to stash them will be really helpful. So a wall of hooks, shelves, and pegs like this, with a bench next to the door, would be awesome. The faux butler's pantry effect will be created with two large buffet cabinets or china hutches or something like that. If we place them in an L shape, one here and one here, this being the back side, like you're standing behind them. Hopefully my little sketch here makes sense. From the front, it should create a sort of room. That's my vision. Something that looks a bit like this, but with cooler antique cabinets. Think Downton Abbey, Mr. Carson's pantry. This setup will be super useful for storing all kinds of things, creating another utility workspace, and hiding that unsightly boiler. A bientôt! I'll have a dispatch from Amboise very soon. I arrive May 2nd. I'll leave you with footage of Patrick being Patrick.
And I'll be here for another 6 weeks. Take two. And I'll be here for another 6 weeks. I'll be here for another 6 weeks.
That was good, but make it seem sadder. It almost seemed like you were laughing.
I was. I'll be here for another 6 weeks. Mm-hmm.
That was good. You got anything else?
Yeah. Oh, man. I'll be here for another 6 weeks.
Wait, let me do it from this side. The lighting isn't as good in this corner when you look up.
Okay. And I'll be here for another 6 weeks. What else? Thanks for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video.